And then when I was 14, I really wanted curly hair like that guy in Twisted Sister, so I shaved my head and I thought really curly thoughts. It didn't work, but I did learn to wiggle my ears that summer. Anyway, yeah, the short answer to your question would be yes, I am a U.S. citizen.
Thank you.
Dharma, this is just a routine background check. They don't need to know your whole life story.
Come on, Greg, I'm getting grilled by the FBI. I caved.
Mrs. Montgomery, I'm not grilling you. This is a security clearance that your husband can look at some classified evidence.
Oh, you don't have to worry about Greg. He's really good at keeping secrets. Just ask him what we did in his office last week.
Nothing. We didn't do anything.
That's good, honey. See?
All right, I think we're almost done here.
Okay, one more thing, because you're going to find out about it eventually, so let me just get it all out. When I was 13, I stole a bra from Sears because my mom wouldn't let me have one.
Put me down for that one, too.
Shut up!
I wrapped it around a telephone pole and practiced unhooking it.
Well, now I'm really sure we're done. Mrs. Montgomery, if you could just give me your parents' address, I'd like to ask them a few questions.
You're going to do a background check on my parents?
Standard procedure.
Well, here, I'll just write it down for you. It'll be faster. Oops. I'm going to go buy you a new pencil. Larry, run! I'm really sorry about this, Abby.
Honey, it's not your fault. We always knew this day might come. When you live with a wanted man, every day that he's free is a precious gift.
Okay, I found the emergency suitcase.
Nixon now?
It's camouflage to blend in with the establishment.
Oh, honey, I don't think these are gonna fit you anymore.
Oh, I'll take them. Those are awesome.
Okay, here are your vitamins.
Hey, come on, Abby. I can't haul these things around. I gotta travel light. I'm going underground.
Well, let's just move some of these 8-tracks, make little grooves.
Well, what am I gonna listen to?
Oh, hey, Larry. Cool, look. You can use my Discman.
Do you have Strawberry Alarm Clock on CD?
Larry, nobody does.
Okay, do you have a nice pair of pants and a shirt?
What difference does it make? I'm going underground.
What if underground you go out someplace nice?
Well, sweetie, I may not be seeing you for a while.
Larry, I can't help thinking this is all my fault.
No. It's not your fault. I'm the one that burned those draft records. I'm the one that crippled the Vietnam War machine. And if living like a hunted animal is the price I have to pay, then so be it.
Can't you just go stay with Grandma?
Not unless I cut my hair and finish college.
I want you to wear the warm jacket because it gets chilly at night.
Okay.
And I brought you a pillow.
Well, come on, Abby.
Well, what? You want to wake up in the morning with a stiff neck and be cranky?
I'm running for my life. I'm supposed to be cranky.
Take it.
Okay. Well, I guess this is it. Oh, I got a list of places here that if you want to contact me, you can leave a message.
Crazy Dave's Record Shop. That's a Starbucks now, Larry.
Then use the others.
The free clinic on Market Street.
That's a Starbucks, too.
Okay. I'll contact you. Goodbye. Love you. Oh, I forgot my backpack.
It's on your back, Larry.
Right.
Greg, you're not going to believe what happened to me last night.
Does it involve a woman in a bar?
Will you let me tell the story?
Sorry.
So I'm at this bar last night, right? This woman walks up, right?
Really?
I'm not getting anywhere with her until I whip out my brand new security clearance card. Next thing you know, she's all over me like a Russian spy.
Pete, what if she was a Russian spy?
Oh, come on. They don't have those anymore, do they?
Hey, sweetie.
Dharma,
Pete.
what are you doing here?
I gotta talk to you. Pete, can you?
Oh, sure. You need the office to do a little desktop publishing, huh?
You were listening?
It's not his fault, honey. You were very vocal.
Oh, there's a stapler in my ass.
What's going on? What happened to you this morning?
Wait, to make a long story short, I basically had to tell my father to go into hiding.
Make the story long.
Okay. 30 years ago, my father broke into the draft board office and burned all their records. There's been a warrant out for his arrest ever since. Do you want some lunch?
And you're just telling me this now?
Well, I couldn't tell you until he was safe.
Well, what do you think I was going to do? Turn him in?
Wouldn't you have to?
Well, technically, yes.
Aha!
But there might be another way out of this. I need to talk to him. Tell me where he is.
I can't tell you where he is unless you promise he's not going to get arrested.
Well, I can't promise that until you tell me where he is.
Then you can't talk to him unless you promise me that.
Dharma, come on. Where is he?
All I'm going to say is that he went underground where no one will ever find him.
Is everything all right, sir?
Sure, fine. Just the usual. Just the regular.
What do you mean, the regular?
The regular thing you do here, you know, waiting for a bus. Gonna go on a bus.
So you've been sitting there all morning.
Waiting for a particular bus.
It's a special bus, isn't it?
Yep. My bus.
Okay. Well, you stay warm, buddy, now, all right?
You bet. I still got it.
This is good. What is it?
Food.
Dharma, if you want to be mad at me, that's fine. But for the record, you're mad at me for something you think I might have done, whereas I'm mad at you for something you actually did do.
No. It was something I didn't do, and I didn't do it because if I did do it, you would have done that thing that you claim you might not have done.
But we'll never know, will we?
Oh, I know.
Go
Come
away!
Hello, you crazy lovebirds. Okay, tough room. I got that information you wanted.
What information?
I asked Pete to do a little background check of our own on your father so I could try to help, which is what I said I would have done if you'd given me the opportunity to do it.
Says you.
What'd you find?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
I know, I was surprised too. You know, saying as it's your father, I thought, at least we'd find is a little, nothing. Nothing at all. Larry Finkelstein could be president, God help us.
Well, this is great news.
This can't be right. What about the Sausalito draft board fire? You broke in and burned all their records. He's famous for that.
Well, yeah, I checked on that too. Yeah, it seems there was a little fire at the draft board office back in '68, but the sprinklers put it out. No records were damaged. They just had to replace the carpeting.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, no, that's fairly typical. You know, it's not the carpeting so much as the padding underneath. You know, when that gets wet...
Thanks, Pete. Honey, isn't this great?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Your dad can come home now. Why don't you call your mom and tell her the good news?
Nah, I think I better break this to her in person.
That was weird, huh?
Yeah.
You like weird?
Getting used to it.
That's great, because you were going to love this little tidbit. It seems the FBI has a little tax problem with your father's wife.
You mean my mother?
No, I mean your father's wife.
My mother is my father's wife.
That would be true, Mr. Not Catch On Too Quick. If your father and his first wife had ever filed for a divorce.
My father had a Give me that.
Which also means that your mother and father aren't married. Which furthermore means that that name I called you when we were playing golf last week, that's technically accurate.
Son of a...
No. The other one.
Oh, my God, this is just gonna kill your father.
I know, but you know what? We're just gonna have to remind him of all the other cool anti-establishment things he did.
Dharma, the draft board was really his one big thing.
Well, what about the time he chained himself to the redwood?
It was a redwood deck. It was an accident, and we're not supposed to talk about it.
Okay. Hey, okay. What about the March on Washington?
We didn't make it.
Why?
Oh, it was my fault. I should have told him. D.C.
Well, there's absolutely got to be something he can feel proud of.
Well, oh, Dharma, we can't tell him about this.
Well, Abby, what are we just supposed to leave him out there alone?
Yes, until we think of something. He can take care of himself.
No, he can't. He chained himself to a redwood deck.
Dad?
In here.
Yeah, I've never seen you use that before.
I'm going to see the cardiologist tomorrow. I'm cramming.
Fine. Dad, I need to, talk to you about your first wife. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I heard.
Dad, you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just a little dehydrated. Son, your mother and I were going to tell you about this when you were old enough to understand.
I'm 31. What were you waiting for?
You're 31.
I gotta tell you, this is kind of upsetting.
Oh, grow up. You're 31.
Dad, the divorce was never final. You're still married to that woman. What are you doing?
Your mother will go a lot easier on me if I've just had a heart attack.
You're kidding. How do you chain yourself to a redwood deck?
Well, he was practicing for the protest, and he wanted to show everyone how he could hide the key in his mouth. Greg, what are we gonna do?
We're not gonna give him another key to the apartment.
Is there some way you can get your friends in the FBI to make him think he's a criminal?
Well, I guess we could trump up a big old file full of groovy anti-war crimes, fly to Washington, and plant it at the FBI headquarters.
Hey, that's a great idea! And then Larry can break in, steal the file, and then he'll think that's why no one's after him.
Dharma, I was making a ludicrous statement to make a point.
And a good point, except you know what? We should probably do it here because Larry has a little trouble finding Washington. How's that?
Dharma, he's never gonna believe this is his FBI file.
Oh, he will if he steals it from a fancy government office. Like yours.
Okay, even if I could convince a security guard to leave a door unlocked and turn the alarm off, what person in their right mind would believe that they could erase their entire criminal past by stealing one file?
What a lucky break! All my records in one file? That's the government for you. Morons.
I know this must seem really weird to you, letting a guy break in to steal a fake file, but the man's entire identity is wrapped up in being a 60s revolutionary.
Like I was telling your friend, for season tickets to the 49ers, I let you guys steal the helicopter off the roof.
Good to know. Excuse me for a second. Pete, can I speak to you? I don't have season tickets to the 49ers.
I'd get some.
Anything else?
I told him your sister looks like Courtney Cox.
I don't have a sister.
I'd get one.
Okay, so the security alarm in the northwest corner goes on at midnight, so we gotta move fast.
Like a puma.
Fine. So straight down this hallway.
That's a beautiful map you made, Dharma.
Thank you. Second door on the right, go in, grab the file, and then back out the way we came.
Check.
Larry, what are you doing?
Destroying the evidence?
No, we need that.
Larry, we recycle paper.
Not tonight. Tonight, we recycle freedom.
Just tell me one more time before I leave.
You're a good daughter.
That's my wife.
Hey, Larry. This door looks like it's open.
Of course it is. It's a trap.
No, it's not.
They always leave one door open just to trap you.
No, they don't.
Dharma, honey, when you're wanted by the FBI, we'll do it your way. They still haven't made the lock that can stop Larry Finkelstein.
Except the one on that redwood deck.
Well, good night.
Kitty, a troubling matter has come up.
Don't you lose sleep over it. Sweet dreams.
Kitty, we've got to talk. Please, sit down. Do you remember that little mistake I made that we never talk about?
It's late, Edward. You'll have to be more specific.
My first wife?
Oh, yes.
Well, it seems there's a little problem with the divorce.
What sort of problem?
We didn't get one.
What?
Yes, we had an arrangement. I was to pay for the divorce and she was to file the papers. Apparently she didn't.
Are you telling me that you're still married to this woman?
Yes, and I'm going to call Gottlieb in the morning and we'll settle this whole thing.
Let me understand this. You are married, and I am single.
I suppose you could look at it that way.
Yes, and I suppose you could also look at me as the other woman.
I'll call Gottlieb now.
Not now, Edward. Not now. Lie down.
Why? Oh. It's been a long time, Kitty.
Don't talk, Edward. That's why we stopped.
Camera, quick! I should never have brought you into this. It's too dangerous.
It's not dangerous. I mean, it's very dangerous. But I'm with you.
I'll get the file. You go back to the van.
Larry, the file's this way! Larry! Larry? Hi.
Dharma, what are you doing here?
I lost him.
How could you lose him?
Oh, what can I say? He still has a little puma left in him.
Hey, I found him. Oh, no, the Larry,
Larry, don't-
come on.
Jeez, what's that gonna run me?
$250 a camera. Listen, we gotta wrap this up. I'm gonna get in all kinds of trouble.
Hey, he's going the right way.
Oh, good, Larry. Turn around, Larry.
Come on, Larry, you can do it. Come on, Larry, turn around.
Okay, good.
Where is he?
All right, come on back out.
Is he gonna come out? All right.
Okay, Larry, all you have to do is go back out the way you came in.
Larry. Oh, what do you want me to do, chase him?
Yeah! And could you shoot a little?
Oh, man. There must have been 6, 7 guards chasing me, and I think they had dogs.
Whoa, is that why you jumped into the dumpster?
Absolutely. Changed my scent.
Worked.
Boy, they had some file on me. I mean, there's things in here that I don't even remember doing. Oh, and this is good. The FBI misspelled bureau.
Hey, everybody. Where have you been? I've been calling all night.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Greg. Oh, we just went on a little family outing.
Where'd you go?
Where did we go? Apple picking.
Sounds like fun. Where are the apples?
Oh, the apples. They were too small, so we had to throw them back in. Up. On.
And you dressed in black so you could sneak up on those apples.
Yeah, we did. Curious George now. Leave him alone.
So, if you'll excuse me, I have to go dispose of some trash. You know, outside. Just get rid of it. Once and for all.
Just go.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, we're all done with this. Everything's back to normal.
Back to normal.
Well,
Yes.
I suppose I should be getting off to bed.
You're welcome to stay if you like.
Oh?
And I'm going to call Gottlieb in the morning and we'll get this whole divorce thing straightened out.
No. Don't call Gottlieb. You must never call Gottlieb. It's 4 to 6 1.
I think Greg's right. Streamlining is the key to this merger.
I suppose.
I don't think there's a point in having both a New York and a Philadelphia office.
Oh, enough business. Enough. Kathy, I don't know about you, but I'll be delighted when this merger is done. I have not seen my husband in weeks.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, if it wasn't for me showing up at the office buck naked in a raincoat, Greg and I would have no quality time. I tried to get him to do phone sex, but he's not really a dirty talker, and it's not really something you can teach.
We were talking business.
I am enjoying working with your son. He really has a firm grasp on the ins and outs of this merger.
Ooh, you guys should try phone sex. I think he's a natural.
Oh, my goodness, it's getting late.
Oh, honey, it's still early. Let's go salsa dancing.
Dharma, I don't think the Kincaids are salsa dancing people.
Well, honey, that's why the good Lord invented tequila shooters.
I'm in.
You certainly are not.
Don't worry, I'm not going to ask for money. I'm just here to do my laundry.
Kelly, can't you say hello to our guests?
Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm a big disappointment to my parents.
More coffee. Yes, it's delicious.
Yes, thanks.
It's Jamaican Blue Mountain.
Isn't anyone going to go talk to the angry girl with the dirty clothes?
She doesn't want to hear from us.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll do it.
Don't wait.
Gregory, let her go. Her work in here is done.
Dean's list at Berkeley. She quits to join a rock and roll band.
Yes, but we're hoping she put that behind her, dear. It seems the band broke up because the drummer was arrested.
Well, that's certainly good news.
Dharma, your coffee's getting cold.
What are you worried about, son?
Greg, guess what? I just joined a rock and roll band.
Well, that.
Bad.
And she has tons of experience.
Yeah, I played in a bunch of garage bands, and I played in a Jamaican steel drum band on Fisherman's Wharf, and also a friend of mine used to stalk Phil Collins, so I actually learned a lot just standing outside his place and listening.
Yeah, Kelly says we can use your dad's van.
That's right.
She's in. You're in.
I'm in! I'm in! That's so cool.
Well, bad news, guys. She's in a band.
She's in this band.
All right. I promise if we hit it big, you'll quit the other one.
Scout on. So, do we have a name?
We keep changing our minds. First, we were the Bottom Feeders, and then we were Joe, and then Carpet Burn.
How about this? Suspicious-looking mole.
I think we should just commit to a name and have it tattooed on our asses.
In that case, I vote for Joe. And maybe without the E.
Good, it wasn't a dream. My wife really did join a band.
Honey, you remember Kelly? And this is Simone, and that's Jared.
And I'm Jared.
Fred.
No, Jared.
Honey, can I talk to you in the kitchen for a second?
Sure.
They call each other honey. Could you just stick needles in your eyes or what?
You can, but you shouldn't.
So, are you going to finally tell me what's bugging you?
Okay, look, now that I'm working for my dad's company, when we're in these social situations like last night, it's different from when I had my own practice, you know? I really feel like I'm under the microscope.
Honey, I know that. That's why I'm doing everything I can to help you.
I know you think you are.
Honey, I went with you to the business dinner. I was nice to the people. I befriended their daughter. I joined her band. How is that not helping?
Okay. Why don't we focus on I joined her rock band, and we'll come back to I was nice to the people.
Great. Kelly's parents are angry because they feel like she's wasting her life. If she can succeed at this, they'll come around. And if she can't, she'll realize it on her own and stop blaming them for holding her back. This way, a family heals, her dad gets to concentrate on business, the merger goes through, capitalism thrives, I get to have a tattoo on my butt and be in a band. Win, 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 ouch, and win.
That went well. Before we go over these numbers, I'd just like to say something about what happened the other night. I think Dharma joining the band could give Kelly a chance to get this out of her system.
Or maybe your wife stuck her nose in where it doesn't belong.
That's another valid way of looking at it.
We were making progress with the girl. We were going to get her back in school.
There are worse things she could be doing than playing in a rock band.
I'm not so sure about that. The other night, the wife and I were watching something called Leif Garrett, Behind the Music. Poor sad bastard.
Sure, but Sean Cassidy turned out okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Montgomery, but there's a telephone call.
Is it urgent?
Well, we haven't been working together long enough for me to be making that judgment.
What is it?
Apparently, your wife and her band are playing nude on the roof of your building, and the police have arrived.
Oh, for God's sake.
For future reference, Janet, with my wife, that sort of thing really isn't urgent. I'm an attorney, and I will explain it to them, and they're really very sorry.
What law says you can't stand naked on the roof of your own building and play music?
It's actually two separate laws, Dharma.
I don't get how this is any different than singing in the shower.
I'm sure you don't. Thanks very much for understanding.
Hey, tell Randy down in Central Booking that Simone says yo.
Haven't you embarrassed your mother enough? You have to parade yourself in front of all of San Francisco.
San Francisco doesn't really mind this kind of thing.
What was the thinking here?
Well, this is the cool part about being in a band, you know? You're making music, the creativity is flowing, and people get these ideas. We were jamming, and Jared said, hey, let's go play on the roof.
And I said, let's go play on the roof naked.
I said, cool.
All right, Kelly, let's go.
I don't think so.
Can I just say something?
No.
I know the naked thing is a little Blink 182, but the band is good. And don't you think that what Kelly wants to do with her life is her choice?
Not while she's living in an apartment that I'm paying the rent on.
Hey, you know what? Keep your apartment. Keep your damn money.
Okay, we've got that figured out. Let's go downstairs.
Where are you going to live? On the street?
Maybe. Maybe your friends would enjoy hearing about the Kincaid's little girl, homeless and destitute.
You know what? Don't worry. She's not going to live on the street. She can stay with us.
Kelly!
How is that not helping?
So, the naked girls in the band, they're cute?
I wasn't really looking at them, Pete.
Oh, yeah, I understand. I mean, your wife's up there naked, too. You pretty much got to look at her most of the time. But was there one of the girls a little harder not to look at than the other?
Pete?
You weren't looking at the guy, were you?
Pete?
Although, if you look at the guy a little bit first, then you look at the girls, nobody's suspicious, right? Yeah, they just think you're looking at naked people. They're not catching on that you're looking at naked women. Like at the museum.
Pete, if you really need to look at naked women, they're magazines.
Yeah, sure. But it's nice to get out, you know?
Hello, boys.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, boss.
Listen, Gregory, Kenneth Kincaid gave me a jingle, something about naked people on the roof of your building.
And that's all they were to Greg, just naked people.
Thank you, Pete.
What exactly went on?
Well, apparently somebody said, let's play on the roof, and somebody else said, let's play naked on the roof, and Dharma couldn't stop them no matter how hard she tried.
Well, good for her for trying.
That's what I said.
Gregory, I've known Kincaid for a good many years. He's a bit of a stick in the mud. Would you feel better if I took it from here?
No, Dad, that's not necessary. I really would like to see this through.
No. Look, these things happen. I remember the first big account I handled for my father. I was a young single fellow about to make a huge sale to a company in Cleveland. I flew out there to meet with the guy, and to make a long story short, I ended up having a little fling with his wife.
Really?
It wasn't my fault. I'd never had a Tom Collins before.
And when your dad found out, he took you off the account?
Oh, no. They were getting a divorce. She got the company, became one of our biggest clients, so we do business with them even today. Of course, the woman's in her 90s now. The bloom is off the rose. You know what I mean?
What does this have to do with Dharma joining Kelly's band?
Oh, I guess it's not an exact parallel. Well, anyway, I'll try to smooth things over with Kincaid.
Dad. It's not Mrs. Lindstrom, is it?
Well, she had her own hair and teeth once.
Thanks for letting us use your van.
Oh, my pleasure. I'm sorry it was so windy back there.
What happened to the side door?
Oh, Larry took it out. He's toying with the idea of putting in a bay window.
Where do you want me to put this?
Larry, that stays in the van.
No, I think that's mine. Yep. That's my tire.
Hello?
Hi.
Is, all this stuff Kelly's?
No, see, here's the thing.
No things. No things.
No. They all lived with Kelly for a while, and when she moved out, they had nowhere else to go.
Dharma, can I speak to you privately in the kitchen for a
I
second?
don't think so. It's kind of Simone's room now.
Have you ever heard of knocking?
I don't think I like her.
I know. That's why I put her in there.
Dharma, believe it or not, my problem is not the woman shaving her armpits where I wash my lettuce.
Oh, good for you, Greg. That shows growth.
My father called me on the carpet today in his own strange way.
Because of me?
Well, Dharma, in the last 48 hours, you've convinced Kenneth Kincaid's daughter to quit college, you've played naked with her on the roof, and now she and her band are living with us.
Well, it's not like you're going to get fired.
It's not about getting fired. It's about how I look professionally, and I really need your support here.
You want to talk about someone who is not being supportive? You haven't said one supportive thing about this band.
How can you compare my job to this ridiculous band?
There it is. Right there. Right there. And you all just heard it.
Oh, Dharma.
Wait. Dude, your sink's clogged.
Hi.
Your mom said you'd be down here.
When I'm angry, I like to slice lamb. It's very calming. Plus, Dimitri doesn't mind. I got a one falafel combo, 1 euro sandwich, 1 euro platter, no tomato! What's up?
Listen, I know what you're going through. Greg is just like my dad. Everything you do is wrong.
He's not really like your father.
They won't let you play in a band. They don't even want to talk about you getting your nipples pierced.
All right, yeah, maybe he's a little like your father. I said it blind and not tomato! You're killing me here!
I wish I could deal with my parents the way you handle Greg.
How do I handle Greg?
You know, you don't tiptoe around him. You do whatever you want. You want to be in a band? Boom. You're in a band. You want the band to move in? Boom. There they are. You don't waste your time explaining things, because you know he's never going to get it. So screw him, right?
Well... Can you cover for me here, please?
I guess. I need a Greek salad and 2 euros.
No. A Greek salad, 2 euros! From the diaphragm. Hi.
Hi.
Where is everybody?
Well, Jared and your dad went to see a guy with red hair who may or may not still live in San Leandro. And Simone borrowed our steak knives and went to some sort of religious service.
Yeah. You were right. I have been making your life harder, and I'm really sorry.
No, this is my fault. I shouldn't have dragged you to the Kincaids in the first place. They're boring, stuffy people, and of course they don't get you. That's their problem. I get you.
Yeah, most of the time.
And come on, be honest. You know, you don't really like going to these dull business dinners and playing Guess Whose Wife Got a Facelift.
Not unless they're playing for money.
So, you know, what I'm thinking is I'll just go to these things alone, and you can do the things you like to do. You know, get into the band, get a sound.
This is what you want to do?
Yeah, I think it's a good plan. Tomorrow night there's a reception for some Kinesco executives, and you don't have to go.
Okay.
Okay? I mean, I know it's not a perfect solution,
No,
but...
it's fine. Will you bring me back some big shrimp?
Sure. See, and this way, you don't have to ruin a perfectly good bra bringing them home.
It's not ruined. It's still my shrimp bra.
Thank you, son. Have you met the boys from Kinesco? This is Ralph Dawkins and Carl Walker from the Midwest Marketing Division.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, there's Kenneth. Let's say hello.
I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of each other.
Actually, you won't. After the merger, they're toast. Kenneth, welcome to the Montgomery Industries family.
Thank you, Edward. You know, I owe your son here an apology. I gave him a hard time about his wife, but it turned out that Dharma getting involved with my daughter really did work out for the best.
Well, I'm not surprised.
I am. Ted, what happened?
Well, she put an end to this whole band thing. She quit. Kicked the kids out of your apartment this morning. Kelly's back with us, talking about finishing college. Tell her thanks for me.
Hey, you can tell her yourself. Look.
Ladies, I am so sorry I'm late. I was almost out the door when I realized I was wearing last year's scarf. So I had to spin by Neiman Marcus, and it was taking the valet forever to find the car. It was taking so long, it was almost easier to just go buy a new one.
I know the feeling. So glad that you're here. Your husband said you weren't coming.
Well, you know, I think it's better to keep them on a need-to-know basis. Am I right, girls? Kitty, this is my absolute favorite color on you.
Is it?
Yes.
Thank you. Ah. Are you feeling all right, Donald?
Lipstick.
Excuse us.
Do not leave until we talk about those shoes. Yum.
What are you doing?
Check me out. I'm a corporate wife. I'm wearing pantyhose. This is new. We like this.
I told you didn't have to come here.
I wanted to come.
Why?
Okay, I don't want to do separate things, honey. It starts with me not coming with you to these parties, and then we go on separate vacations, and then pretty soon we have separate bedrooms, and then pretty soon we're in separate houses, and then you decide to sell yours, and then you fall in love with the real estate agent. I find out about it, start hitting the bottle, and then one day I'm on my bus bench in front of the liquor store, and you walk by and you don't even know me.
Dharma, that's not gonna happen.
Damn right it's not going to happen, because I'm going to come to these boring functions, and I am going to talk about shopping, and I'm going to walk around like I have a riding crop on my butt, just like everybody else at this party. I just getting the hang of it. Next time it'll go better. Okay. How cool is this? I went to Saks, and I got a makeover, and then I went to Neiman's, and they made me back.
Nice.
I know. Who's that?
That's either Joe or suspicious-looking mole. They were going to vote when you get up there.
I swear to God, I told them they couldn't play here anymore. I even wrote it down and made Jared read it back to me.
I called them. They were a little ticked at you for quitting, but I explained it was my fault, and I think that they understood. Although Simone did put a curse on me.
Honey, I told you I didn't want to do separate lives.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're going to go back to the way we used to do things.
How's that?
Well, you know, we love each other a lot. My parents aren't crazy about you. Your parents aren't crazy about me. You go to my things, you embarrass the hell out of me.
You embarrass me at my things.
Really? Huh. Anyway, it worked kind of for 4.5 years, so I think we ought to, stick to it.
What's Mr. Kincaid going to say when he finds out Kelly's back in the band?
It's going to be a little awkward for me at work, and, he and Kelly will have some things to deal with.
He's going to crap a cow.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I'll be up on the roof.
Have fun. Nope, not naked, not naked.
Walking down the line, the kind of guy that makes me feel so fine. A handsome guy standing all alone. Hey, pretty baby, let me take you home. I really saw him. I really, really saw him. Here we go now. My baby just a hanky panky. 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 My baby just a hanky panky.
Okay, I got a bunch. I got games to play with your lover in bed, 1001 erotic nights, and keep your pants on, a beginner's guide to tantric sex.
What?
I made that one up.
Dharma, there's probably an even better selection of books like this online.
Honey, we are married adults. We have sex. Nothing to be embarrassed about. Come on.
Okay, you're buying The Collector's Guide to Model Railroads and Cooking for One. Are you seeing a connection here, Casey Jones? Just trying to help.
Marlene, when did you start working here?
Shortly after your husband canned me and my life spiraled down into minimum wage hell. Very interesting selection. Just casual reading or a cry for help.
Scan.
Newsflash, you're not the boss of me anymore. Dylan is. That'll be 6321.
Dharma, you carry loose checks in your purse? Well, how do you keep track?
If it's over $100, I write it down on my hand. Oh my God, I hope that's a phone number.
I'm gonna need to see your driver's license.
Don't look at the photo. I was eating a jawbreaker.
You know, this is expired.
Dharma, how could you let your license expire?
It's not something you do, Greg. It just happens.
Well, it's just a little irresponsible.
Well, with sweet talk like that, no wonder you need the books. Here you go. Let me know how they work out.
We will.
No, we won't. My prayers are with you. pen. Roadways are most slippery.
False.
Dharma.
True?
It's multiple choice.
Okay, then B. Teeth or no teeth?
It's a driver's license
I
photo.
know, and I've never taken a good one.
Dharma, you know, most people study for their DMV test. Most people balance their checkbooks. Most people carry their checkbooks.
It's a small purse. Where else am I supposed to put my harmonica?
I just don't know how you're going to pass.
Oh.
We're ready to take the test.
Ah, see? He thinks I'm ready.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Just a minute. May I help you?
Yes. Question 7 on the sample test about posted speed limits doesn't take into account the California Basic Speed Law.
Sir, this is renewals. Meaningless piddly crap is line 4.
This isn't piddly crap. By suggesting that that's the right answer, you're encouraging people to act in a way which may pose a danger to others on the highway.
You're right. I'm sorry. Starting tomorrow, we'll institute a recall of every driver's license that's ever been issued in the state of California, and you'll be receiving a special little badge.
Done.
Did you check your answers?
That's what this guy's doing.
You passed.
Yes! I didn't even study.
You'll be receiving your permanent license in the mail.
What are you doing with that?
I'm going to keep it in a safe place. I'm going to put it in my harmonica case. Oh, my God.
What's wrong?
I just remembered that Larry wanted to put the van up on blocks. Does he need a special form for that?
Of course. Form 535, non-operation of a motor vehicle.
Great. Could you go get me one?
Sure.
Okay. Excuse me. Was I wearing a diamond ring when I came in here?
Let me check my diary. I usually write that kind of thing down.
Oh, you're masking pain with sarcasm. I'm sorry, I don't have time to help. Excuse me. Did you see a ring over here? It was a diamond. It's kind of heirloomy looking because it is an heirloom. Which I didn't know when I got it, and if I lose it now, it's going to make me look really irresponsible to some people like this guy.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm just talking fashion with this guy. It's a really cool hat. I have one like it, but it's so much better. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Where's Janet?
I don't know. I'm a temp.
Okay. Well, I'm Greg's wife, permanent. And I need you to do something for me that might seem a little weird.
Well, I don't think I should. I'm a temp.
It's no big deal. It's just, I lost my engagement ring, and I've been freaking out about it all day long, but I'm pretty sure I know where it is now. Greg and I kind of got busy in his office last night. It's got to be in there.
Okay.
Okay, so I just need you to make up some kind of bogus meeting to get him out of there so that I can go in there and look in the couch and on the desk and in the corner behind the plant.
They said it would just be phones and light filing.
Great. So as soon as that's done, we'll set up a teleconference with their CFO.
Okay, now do I have a revised proposal?
Terrific.
Hi, Dharma.
Hi. Hey, listen, Gretchen, if you wanted to work on that proposal together, maybe we could do it over at my place, over some drinks.
I don't think so, Pete.
I'm getting somewhere. She didn't call me Phil.
You know, Pete, I think drinks at your place is a little much. Why don't you just ask her to have coffee with you?
How is that going to impair her judgment enough to sleep with me?
Hey, so did you come by just to say hi?
No, I came by to see if you wanted to get a cup of coffee. But it turns out that you have a very important meeting to go to.
They need you on the 8th floor right away.
I'll just wait in your office.
We don't have offices on the 8th floor. I think it's a travel agency or a dentist's office.
Yes, they said you know what it's about.
Who did?
The travel agent. And the dentist.
I don't think I have a meeting. Do you want to go get that cup of coffee?
Honey, who has time for coffee? I have to go to the supermarket and the co-op and the U-Wash Doggy Place. Yes, the U-Wash Doggy Place.
Do you know what that was about?
I'm a temp.
Dharma, I'm a little uncomfortable with you being this concerned about a material object.
Maybe it's not the object, it's what it represents.
I'm sorry. We're looking for what a ring represents.
Good point, right, honey, is the ring is just a symbol of your commitment to your life partner.
When you have it, when you don't, it symbolizes an irresponsible wife who lets her license expire and loses jewelry.
That's why Abby and I planted a tree together. You can almost always find a tree.
Honey, I'm sure Greg's gonna understand.
Abby, maybe he will, but the ring is an heirloom from Kitty, who got it from her mother, who gave it to her in lieu of kindness and warmth.
That's Greg. Act cool.
Larry, what are you doing?
You're right. That's a different deal.
Hey, Pete, Greg's not here.
No, I want to talk to you.
Well, now's not a good time.
Well, this won't take long. You were right about asking Gretchen out for coffee. Worked like a charm. Now, how do I get her to go for the whole Pete chalada?
Can I possibly call you with that later?
Well, no. Later, I'll be having coffee with her, and well, the only thing I know to say that works is, will you have coffee with me? And that'd be a little awkward at that point.
Hang on, I got something for you.
Oh, you met a woman.
Yeah, I don't want to get all sentimental, but God, is she hot? Well, this stuff's good. A little salty, a little sweet. What is it?
Stuff we found on the couch.
Not bad.
Hey, Pete. Inside this notebook is everything women are looking for in a guy.
Wow, really? You don't have it on tape. I'm not much of a reader.
Go!
Dharma, what did you give him?
Oh, when I was looking in the closet for the ring, I found this silly list that me and some friends made when we were 12. It was our idea of the perfect boy. You know, polite, funny, doesn't throw rocks at you.
Honey, how is that going to help?
I don't know, but it's not going to hurt him and he's gone, so let's just keep looking.
I found it! I found it!
Dharma?
There you are. Where are you?
I was looking for you.
Oh, well, look at that. We found each other. And you know what, honey? A day doesn't go by when I'm not thankful that we did. Come on, let's get back to bed.
What were you doing on the fire escape?
I was on the roof. I left my engagement ring on the roof.
You lost my mother's family
No,
ring?
Greg, this is not a lost ring. This right here is a found ring. As soon as we get the tar off it, it's going to be good as new.
Well, you could have told me it was missing. I would have helped you look for it.
Would you have tied it into the whole driver's license Dharma is irresponsible theme?
My point here is you would have had help looking.
Well, the important thing is that I found it, and I'm going to be more careful from now on.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to balance my checkbook, and I'm not going to lose things anymore.
Gonna close that window?
I'm going to close windows.
Pete, I had no idea you were so funny.
I think a sense of humor is important for a guy. But a mature sense of humor, you know, not turning your eyelids inside out kind of thing.
Listen, it's still early. Do you want to stop somewhere for a drink?
Well, I'm not much of a drinker myself, but if that's something you'd like to do, I sure won't throw rocks at you.
Very, very disturbing. Do you know what's going on here?
I do, and I could explain it to you, but I don't think it'd help you understand because it's not helping me.
It's a beautiful bracelet. That'd go nicely with those earrings you had on yesterday.
Oh, you noticed my earrings.
Let's just say I'm a boy who does his homework.
You know what? On the other hand, they look like they really like each other. What's the harm?
Well, I might throw up a very expensive dinner.
Oh, God, they're open. I'm going to run in and get my ring.
Okay.
Stop that.
Really?
No.
Tell him what you said to me.
I said you should stop pulling me.
Before that. You got to hear this. Tell him.
I said this ring is a beautiful fake.
What?
I have been killing myself over a fake ring.
That can't be. Are you sure?
The sign says jeweler. That means I know diamonds. If it said butcher, I'd know brisket.
I would never give a girl fake jewelry. Or noogies.
Well, this
this is a lovely surprise. Shall I have Celia bring us some tea, perhaps?
No, we can't stay long. We just wanted to let you know that Dharma had her ring cleaned.
At a jeweler's.
Yes.
Before you begin, may I have a moment to present my side?
By all means.
You gave me a fake ring.
Dharma, we're letting Mother go first.
To begin with, it's a very good copy. Only a jeweler can tell the difference.
So stipulated.
Why don't we just skip ahead to the part where she doesn't trust me as far as she can throw me?
All right. If you will recall, when Gregory came to me for the ring, you had been married for 5 days, having known each other for 5 days. Now, I understand that you have grown to have a deep affection for each other, and you appear to be deeply committed to this marriage. However, at the time, I had concerns.
But we explained it to you, Kitty. We told you we were soulmates and the universe meant for us to be together.
Hence my disquiet.
Mother, were you ever going to say anything?
Well, I intended to, but time went on, and I sort of missed that window in which it would have been not awkward to bring it up.
Such a weenie excuse,
All right,
Kitty.
all right. Where's the real ring?
Well, it's in a safe deposit box, so don't you think, Dharma, we'd be much more comfortable wearing this ring?
Mother.
Because it
No,
just
you know what? Greg, forget it. She doesn't trust me. I don't need this ring, and I really don't need to stand here and listen to her justify why, after 5 years of marriage to her son, she still doesn't think that I should have it.
Well, that was indeed awkward. But I think it worked out all right.
Mother.
Where are you going, Liebling?
I'm just going to answer the door.
Okay. Don't take too long.
My God in Himmel. Oh, Greg. Great.
I didn't understand your message. What's the emergency?
It's Gretchen.
Is she sick?
With love. I haven't been out of that bedroom in 2 days.
And this is a problem?
I can't feel my legs, Greg. You gotta think of an excuse to get me out of here.
I have to go. My wife is very upset.
Oh, that won't work. She knows I'm not married.
Oh, hello, Greg.
Hi, Gretchen.
Pete can't talk now. He's very busy.
Now, sweetie, remember, without a little downtime, there's no uptime.
Oh, yes. I need your strength. I'll make you a sandwich and a nice cold beer.
Help me. You know, this is all Dharma's fault.
Why?
She gave me this little book of stuff to do. You know, things like listen to a girl's feelings and ask her what she thinks about it. Worked.
Right. Drink plenty of fluids and don't forget to stretch.
Well, the sex is great. You know, it's a little bit out of my league, but I could train for that. You know, I could get the hang of it. It's just that now she's talking about marriage and growing old together and flying me down to Dusseldorf to meet the Volks.
Pete, you can undo this. Just be yourself. Women don't like you.
Well, usually.
Excuses, Greg.
My God, when will it end?
Here you are, Dharma, and I hope you will accept my sincere apology.
I do. You may now kiss the bride.
I hope you understand why I did what I did, and I know it was misguided, and I trust you will forgive me. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Oh, and there's more.
Ooh, an antique choker that's dressy, but you can still wear casual?
Your very own safe deposit box in your name. My gift to you, completely paid for. Now, if you have anything that's very valuable, you place it in here where it will be safe. You can come and visit it whenever you want, during regular banking hours.
That's a great idea, Kitty. 1961 E-flat Honer. It's kind of rare. Bye. you. It seemed like you guys were doing great.
I thought so too. He seemed to care about who I was, not just how I looked. But then he started saying something like he wasn't himself and I was too needy. And I told him I didn't understand. And he said you'd be able to explain it to me.
Right. Listen, Gretchen, let me ask you something, okay? If you had something that you knew was really valuable, would you wear it out into the world or would you keep it hidden someplace safe?
I guess I'd wear it out into the world.
Yeah, but then you run the risk of losing it.
True.
So maybe it is better to keep it locked up.
Wow, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, because, then you have it, and no one can take it from you, and then when it's appropriate, you show it off. Oops.
And that's how my feelings should be. Kept inside, waiting until the right time. That makes so much sense. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wait, what? That's fine.
Well, I guess I'll be the tiebreaker. I think Dharma looks more like a possum.
I'm getting it redone.
No, Dharma, it's just a driver's license photo. You don't have to have it redone.
She really does. There's a marvelous photographer at the DMV in Atherton. It's a bit of a drive, but, it's worth it.
Thank you.
Oh, Dharma, I have been meaning to tell you. I'm so delighted to see that you're wearing that ring. It does no one any good locked up.
Well, and at the same time, I want you to know that I really see your point about keeping it locked in a bank.
Nonsense. You wear it.
This is the fake. The real one's in here, and I can't get it out.
My bank?
Uh-huh. I was going to put it in the safe deposit box, but the bank was closed, so I thought I'd put it in my jewelry box. My jewelry box is this Pringles can. It just has that little plastic lid, It seals in the freshness, but not the jewelry. And so I thought, I'll put it in the little bank until I can get it to the big bank.
That's rusted shut.
Yeah, we know that now, don't we? So I took it to a locksmith, and he said he'd have to use a torch, and it might ruin the ring. So here, please take it, and don't ever let me have it again.
Dharma, there is no need to be upset. A ring is an object. And there is no object that is more important than a person.
We should probably go.
Hang on. There's no way she's that evolved.
Well,
she gave me another fake.
Well, it's a good thing that I did because look what happened.
I can't believe
you said yourself that you're irresponsible, and here you are. You're irresponsible.
That's what I thought it was the real ring.
I do not need to discuss this with you anymore.
Yes, you do, because you're going to give me the real ring, and I'm going to put it in the stupid little bank, lock it up, and give it back to you.
Some people think my photo looks like Lauren Green.
A little bit.
He was a great actor.
Very underrated.
Dharma, I'm not listening to you.
How do you know that I'm talking to you then?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Lauren Green was Canadian.
I believe you're right.
How to mend a broken heart. Smart women, foolish choices. Women, men love. Women, men leave. These are for you?
Yes?
This is the happiest day of my life.
Marlene, don't vote.
Oh, right. If Slenderella here can't keep one, then we're all screwed.
I cannot believe there is an entire bookstore devoted to crackpot conspiracy theories.
Yeah. It's Larry's favorite.
Look, Blair, they've got a whole bunch of new stuff on the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, who cares? It was probably just Oswald anyway.
Boy, getting fired's really bumped around.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's always a little depressed between jobs. Remember that rough stretch we had from 78 to 89?
Oh, look at this. Alien Abductions, a 12-step recovery handbook. This is a joke.
Not to people in AAAA.
But, Dharma, this is not something you believe in, right?
Well, it's not really a subjective thing, Greg. It's science.
Dharma, it is not science. Look, I can deal with aromatherapy and astrology, and I'm willing to take a wait-and-see position on reincarnation, but come on. I mean, UFOs, those are for people in pickup trucks on dirt roads that, done seed it with their own two eyes.
Fine, Greg. Humans built the pyramids. Find anything good, Larry?
No.
Hey, Mike. If you ever need anyone to help out here at the store, Larry knows this place like the back of Bigfoot's hand.
I wish I could hire him, Dharma, but I'm selling the store. For all I know, next week, This'll be a Jamba Juice.
This is all I need. First the Earth Shoe Store closes, and now this.
Larry, the Earth Shoe Store closed 20 years ago.
Yeah, and now this.
Man, why are you selling?
I'm spread too thin. I have the UFO support group, my Loch Ness newsletter, and I'm writing a musical based on my favorite episode of Star Trek.
Larry, this could be a great opportunity for you.
What do I know about running a Jamba Juice?
No, you keep it at the bookstore. Hey, honey, do you think your dad would put up the money to buy this place?
For the guy he just fired?
He could have just said no. What about your brother, Larry? He could put up the money.
I don't want his money. It's blood money.
He's a dentist.
Gums bleed, Dharma. Gums bleed. Come on, Abby.
Do you really believe that there are little guys like this flying around the planet?
Like this? No, of course not. They're in ships.
Those are weather balloons or atmospheric phenomena or pie plates on strings.
Me, if you have some evidence you would like to show me, I'd be willing to have an open mind, unlike some people.
Okay, so just so that I know what I'm up against, where do you stand on the Easter Bunny?
Well, I ain't seen him with my own two eyes, Greg, but how do you explain them chocolate eggs?
Hey, sweetheart. So, I hear you have a tooth that's acting up.
Yeah, came on me just like that, out of the blue. By the way, Larry says hi.
Says or is?
You know, Larry really does admire you.
So, I am no longer a member of the unholy international military dental conspiracy.
I'm not really sure. Anyway, he's doing something now that you'd be very proud of. He's thinking of going into business. There's a bookstore for sale that he's interested in.
And you want me to be an investor?
Oh, no, you'd have to buy the whole thing.
Dharma, honey, your father and I barely speak.
Let me tell you something. Here's a big old check is a great icebreaker.
I don't think so, Dharma.
Come on. It's a conspiracy bookstore. It's perfect for Larry. This is a place where he could be happy for the rest of his life. And I know you want him to be happy. You still send him dental floss for his birthday.
Sweetheart.
Come on. Besides losing a whole bunch of money, what's the worst that could happen?
Dharma, I don't think that he would even take money from him.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. You probably have to beg him a little.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will think about it. In the meantime, I found your problem.
I have a problem? I don't have a problem.
You, my dear, have a fractured filling. Judy, could you set up for a two-surface composite and bring me lidocaine and a 21-gauge needle?
He's just kidding, Judy!
I don't know why you're bringing me back down here. I can't afford to buy this place.
You probably can. I'm not really going to play hardball here.
Larry, let's not worry about the money. Just look around and decide if this is something that you'd like to do.
It's a very exciting line of work.
Hello.
Hey, Uncle Herb.
What's he doing here?
Well, I told him about the store, and he said he'd be willing to help you out. Take a look around, Uncle Herb.
I don't want his help.
No need to be hasty. Let's see what the nice man with the Rolex has to say.
It's not a bad place. You know, I mean, it could use a little fixing up. You might want to move this bookcase out of the doorway here.
Well, remodeling is one of the privileges of ownership.
It's a great opportunity, Uncle Herb.
Larry, if this is something that you want to do and you think you can make a go of it, I would be glad to lend you the money.
You see what he does to me? How can I work with that?
Okay, Dharma, I tried.
No,
hang
on, Uncle Herb.
Yes, hang on, Uncle Herb.
Larry, he really wants to help you out here.
No, he doesn't. He just wants to show he's the big man, just like he makes everybody call him doctor when he's not one.
I am a dentist.
Let me ask you a question. In a theater, when somebody yells, "Is there a doctor in the house?" do you go running?
Of course not.
Well, I do, because I care about people, and that will always be the difference between us.
All right, why don't we focus on the things that you have in common, huh? Like, hey, I never noticed it before, but you both have the same throbbing vein in your forehead when you get angry.
Dharma, I cannot talk to this man. He thinks it is a crime to be successful. I worked for everything I have.
Not everything.
Okay, here it is. Come on.
Let's talk about a Hank Greenberg baseball card taken from me in a crooked staring contest.
How can a staring contest be crooked?
You tell me.
While y'all sort this out, I'm writing down a number that would make me very happy, and several others that would be just fine.
Okay. This is ridiculous.
I win again.
Do you want the money or not?
Okay, I'll take it. But you have to promise not to lord it over me.
I wouldn't do that, Larry.
Of course not, because you're the perfect brother.
Okay, and now you say something nice to Larry.
Oh, hello, son. I didn't know you were here. Want a drink?
Oh, no, thanks. Do you want to hear the weirdest thing? I was looking at this book on UFOs that Dharma has, and I realized that I have the same book from high school, but they've changed it. Same sightings, but now they're unexplained. The documentation is classified. They've deleted all of the rational explanations.
How is Dharma?
She's fine, but she believes in UFOs, and this kind of stuff is why.
You know, we had a couple of boys in Vietnam who said they saw a UFO or two.
You think maybe they did drugs?
Well, after seeing something like that, who could blame them?
Gregory! Hello, dear. What brings you by?
Probably nothing. Maybe something. Maybe something big.
Well, I wish you luck with that.
What's that, a rose?
Oh, this, yes. Well, it's the most delightful thing. I had lunch with Teensy at that little French place. And you know that charming valet? The one who always remembers my name.
Yeah.
He left this on the passenger seat.
Well, don't you think that's a little inappropriate?
Edward, are you jealous?
No. What would I do with a flower?
Oh, you are jealous.
No, it's not right. You're a man's wife.
Yes, I am. Now, I'm going up to my bedroom. Why don't you slip into something a little more comfortable and join me?
Absolutely. Just to save us both a little embarrassment, this is about sex, right?
Okay, one used cash register, $50.
Pete, you are a lifesaver. Larry broke the other one trying to find the bell. Did you know that Richard Nixon enlisted Elvis as a consultant on the fake moon landing and part of it was filmed at Graceland?
Yeah, I heard that. Okay, let me tell you a couple things about this. It doesn't have numbers per se, so here's what you got to do. Say you got a book that's like $6. You want to hit quarter pounder. That's not quite enough, so you want to go large fry, and that'll bring you right in the ballpark there.
Dharma, your belief in UFOs is not your fault. I've done some research, and I think I've stumbled on an organized conspiracy of individuals suppressing the truth about UFOs for their own financial gain.
Yep, we're all getting rich. That's how we can afford these fancy lives.
You know, I dated a girl that was abducted by a UFO.
You did not.
All right. She wasn't a girl. She was pushing 60, but let me tell you, my friend, those aliens, they taught her a few tricks.
Yes, this makes sense. A superior race travels millions of miles to teach our women how to have sex.
Take a look at these things, Greg. They're not lookers. They better have some skills.
Look at this. We live in a culture of irrationality and conclusion jumping.
Yeah, hang on, honey. Where is our grand opening at? I took it down there myself. They said we were going to be right between the futons and the colonic irrigation.
Excuse me. Fire inspection.
Oh, okay. Yes, hi. I'm calling about an ad I placed yesterday.
Let me ask you a question. Does this look like a UFO to you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, based on your own observation or on a predisposition caused by images you've seen in the media?
Oh, yeah, I guess I see your point.
See, it's easy if I explain it to you one-on-one. But the trick is to explain it to a brainwashed public at large.
Yeah, I bet that's the trick, all right. Excuse me.
That's strange. They said Mr. Finkelstein called and canceled the ad. That doesn't make any sense. We open tomorrow.
No, you don't.
What?
Call us when you move that bookcase out of the doorway and we'll reinspect.
No, it's always been there. Can you believe this guy? Why did Larry cancel the ad?
Maybe he didn't. Maybe you were given false information. It happens.
No, the woman said she personally spoke to a Mr. Finkelstein. But she didn't say Larry.
Why would Uncle Herb cancel the ad?
So the store would fail.
But he put up the money.
Yeah, and why? Look at this place. Honey, Larry always claims that Uncle Herb always wants everyone to know that he's the big success and that Larry's the failure. Maybe there's something to that. I mean, who's the one who noticed the bookcase and all of a sudden a fire inspector shows up? If the store never opens, Larry looks like a loser, and Uncle Herb comes out scot-free, just like the guys who faked the moon landing.
See, honey, this is the problem with you believing in UFOs. It makes stuff like this almost sound like it makes sense.
Oh, I'm sorry I haven't seen more of you, little guy. He's a beautiful boy, Larry.
I know. And look at that head of hair.
Don't get too attached to it, little fella.
Word of the truth.
I don't know how you did it, Dharma, but it sure is great to see Herb and Larry getting along so well.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't do such a good thing here.
Why, something wrong?
I might have conspiracies on the brain here, but I think Uncle Herb is trying to sabotage the store. Tell me that's completely crazy.
I wish I could, sweetie.
What?
Well, Herb's always been kind of jealous of Larry. You know, of his lifestyle and his accomplishments and his analytical mind. And plus, he never quite got over the fact that I chose Larry over him.
I never knew that.
Yeah. I dated Herb first. But we were at this party one night, and I saw your father across the room. You know, he was wearing one of those fringe jackets, and he was spinning around and around. I thought he was dancing, but he was just trying to get his arm into his sleeve. He needed me, and I've been there ever since.
Herb was pretty upset.
Well, he didn't say anything, but when Larry took me home, he tried to run us off the road twice. Let's serve the carrot cake.
I don't see anything wrong, Dharma.
Oh, there's something there. Keep looking. Maybe it's one of my molars.
The only problem I see in here, a little piece of walnut from your mom's carrot cake. So, how is it going with the bookstore? You guys still opening tomorrow?
Why wouldn't we be?
I don't know.
Well, we are. It's going to be a huge success. We got one of the guys from the X-Files coming to sign autographs.
Really?
Yeah. Mitch Pileggi plays the FBI boss. With him there to launch us, they're stalking us. We just have to make sure that nothing happens to him when he's walking to the store from the St. Regis Hotel at 9 o'clock in the morning, right?
Okay, I see what's going on.
What? Nothing. I'm just talking about a guy who plays Skinner on the X-Files staying at the St. Regis Hotel.
I think biting down on that walnut might have given you a little hairline crack in that molar.
No, it didn't.
Does this bother you? Are you sure?
I would tell you if it hurt, you don't have to do it again. Well, I did it. I laid a little trap for Uncle Herb with a little piece of cheese named Mitch Pileggi.
Dharma, you're drooling.
Yeah, I had a root canal, but it was so worth it. What's that?
Oh, just some UFO info that might open a few eyes down at Larry's store. Do you want a tissue? Do you
No,
need to lie down?
fine. Except for the throbbing pain.
Dharma, look what you're doing. You know, I know you care about your father, but you really have gone over the edge here. I think you need to stop obsessing.
Where are you going?
Oh, San Bruno UFO Society. I'm gonna rub their noses in the truth.
Right in front of me. He gave you the damn flower right in front of me.
Oh, please, he was charming. Oh, my, look at this. Oh, well. Oh, a little poem. Amour, that's love, right?
Let me see that. When I was a kid, I parked cars one summer at the country club. You fiddle around with the radio station, you move the seat around, maybe you take a little change, but you leave the man's wife alone.
I will meet you upstairs.
The hell you will.
Edward, you're back.
Damn right I'm back.
You have to understand, people. You were taken in. It's not your fault. It's a vast conspiracy. They had to sell the books. Spielberg had the movie coming out. This is not fringe stuff. Aliens are $1 billion business in this country, and you are the poor, unwitting pawns of the industry. Any questions?
No. I think you made yourself pretty clear.
Thank you.
Takes all kinds, don't it?
Yes, hi, is this Marcel? Yeah, hi, I'm the lady who called you about an hour ago about Mitch Pileggi from the X-Files. I am not a kook. I just want to walk behind him and make sure he doesn't get kidnapped by a dentist. Hang on. Hello? Hey, Larry, listen, I have bad news. I think something happened with Mitch Pileggi, and I can't... What? Okay, I'll be right there. Oh, my God.
Oh, I came as soon as I heard.
Oh, if not sooner.
What?
Larry, I'm sorry you have to find out this way, but Uncle Herb has been setting you up to fail. He canceled the ad, he tipped off the fire inspector, he shanghaied our celebrity, and when all else failed, he took a match to the place.
I burned the store down.
You heard it! Take him away, boys!
Oh, wait, Dharma. Herb didn't set the fire. They said that those old lights that you put up started it.
And I canceled the ad.
You did?
Well, you said everybody will see it. Everybody includes the CIA, the FBI, the student loan people.
Okay. Then who tipped off the fire inspector?
I think you did when you filed the application for a business license.
That was a good thing, Dharma. Honey, there could have been people in here when you started the fire.
Okay. All right, fine. But then what happened to the guy from the X-Files?
I'm here.
Where have you been? I was waiting outside the hotel for you.
Sorry, I had to sneak out the back. Concierge gave me a heads up on some crazy fan that was stalking me.
That would be me. Oh my God, Larry, I burned your bookstore down.
It's okay, Pumpkin. It was an accident. We'll fix it up, and we'll start again.
Uncle Herb, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. She's a good kid, but sometimes she gets these crazy ideas in her head. I think she gets it from her mother.
Kids, what are you going to do? My 12-year-old insists on dressing like Britney Spears.
Is Brian 12?
Bar mitzvah in August. Mazel tov.
What happened?
Dharma healed a family.
Also, it turns out I was the mastermind behind a vast conspiracy to shut down my father's bookstore.
I don't think so, Dharma. I think it's bigger than that. And I don't think one man can fight it. Are you the X-Files guy?
Yes.
You are part of something larger than you could ever have imagined. Let's walk and talk, my friend.
Excuse me, Manuel.
Yes.
I'm Edward Montgomery. Silver Mercedes, pretty wife?
I wondered when this moment would come.
Look, I know what's going on. Took me a couple of times to figure it out, but she put you up to doing this flower thing to make me jealous.
It is not some kind of a put-up.
It's okay. She's a very persuasive woman, but I'm on to you now.
You don't understand, Mr. Montgomery. Your wife is a beautiful, amazing woman, and I love her. I love her with all my heart.
Well, whatever the deal is. Could you dial it back a notch? I could probably handle 1 rose a week, but 2 is killing me.
Honey, are you bored?
Oh, no. I'm taking a quiz. I'm about to find out which in-sync guy I'm in sync with. Hope it's Lance.
I am folding. Well, if you could see me, why are we talking on these stupid headsets?
What
do you think?
It's great. Let's buy it, wear it out. We gotta go.
What's the matter?
Marlene works here, and I'd really like to get out of here without having to talk to her.
Hello, Greg.
Marlene, hi. Are you working here now?
No, I'm landing planes at Oakland.
What happened to your job at the bookstore?
I got canned. Barnes liked me. Noble thought I had an attitude. I am folding!
Wow, this is like your third job
Since your husband chewed me up and spit me out like yesterday's sushi.
Fun catching up. We gotta run.
Honey, I gotta pay for this time.
Ah, cool your jets, Tiffany.
She seems really unhappy for me.
I thought we got her on a good day.
Would you ever consider hiring her at Montgomery Industries?
Not unless we need a vice president of backtalk.
Greg?
Oh, great, you're here. Hurry up and change. We have to be at the Poisson at 7:30.
Or we could have dinner, just the two of us here. And a kitty.
What's that?
Greg, have you met Leonardo DiCaprio?
That's Marlene's cat. Why do you have Marlene's cat?
Well, Marlene and I had coffee, and we were talking about her work situation. And there's a job fair tonight, and I encouraged her to go, but she needed someone to sit with Leonardo.
Why?
Well, he's got some kind of intestinal virus, and he needs his drops every 45 minutes, and he likes it when someone scratches behind his ears when he throws up.
Well, we've had this reservation for a month. You're the one who said I was working too hard and that we should have a nice romantic dinner someplace with snooty waiters. It's Le Poisson. That's French. They answer the phone, screw you.
No, and it sounds great, honey, but we can have a nice dinner here. Oh, hang on, Leo, hang on. Hang on. Well, false alarm, he's fine. But don't look at him, he's probably embarrassed.
Well, doesn't Marlene have a friend who can take care of a cat?
We are her friends.
No, we're not. She's just a woman who used to work for me, who I fired.
Greg, I was brought up to believe that once someone becomes part of your life, you care for them always. They become part of your family.
That is a nice philosophy. I, however, was brought up to believe that if you don't like someone and you fire them, you don't have to take care of their miserable, dyspeptic cat.
Celia says brunch will be ready in 5 minutes, which gives me the opportunity to make a rather important announcement. A week from Saturday, Edward and I are going to renew our wedding vows.
Really? Good for you.
Kitty, you know what? I know your mom's not around anymore. If you need someone to do that wedding night talk with, I'll be available.
Isn't Saturday a little quick?
Oh, the Manharts did one of these deals last week. The ladies won't stop yapping about it. It's got your mother's goat.
Edward, really. Gregory, we would like you to be the best man.
Sure.
Dharma, we would like you to oversee the guest book.
So what, coat check was taken?
Dharma, if you want the job of the groom, it's open.
Oh, good, he's gone. You two sit right there. I want you to see my dress. Oh.
I don't think your dad wants to do this.
My parents have an arrangement where that's not really an issue. Hello?
Hi, Marlene. Oh, okay. Calm down. She's at Macy's. She has a job interview tomorrow, and she doesn't know what to wear.
Yeah, suggest some sort of warning label.
Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of something here. Is there someone there who can help you? Well, what did you say to her? Okay, I'll be right there. I gotta go. She's pretty frazzled.
Okay, and again, some people might not feel obligated to drop everything and come running, but if you feel differently, I'm not going to say anything.
Honey, you're being really passive-aggressive.
I don't think so, but if that's what you believe, I'm not going to contradict you.
Are you done?
If you're not interested in what I have to say, I'm not going to force it on you.
Wow. These are amazing ribs.
You actually had him flown in from Dallas?
Yeah, I worked out this thing with a guy in our office down there. When the company jet flies down there, it's full of dim sum. When it comes back, ribs.
Hey, Dad. Pete, what's going on in here?
Ribs and plenty of them. Grab a bib.
Oh, actually, I just had a salad.
Salad?
There was bacon in it. Dad, everything checks out with the mutual NDA that Greenwald sent over, so why don't I set up the meeting for a week from Friday?
No good. I'm going to be in New Orleans that weekend.
Oh, New Orleans? Great. We'll send you down there. You can bring some sourdough. When you come back, you'll have an attaché full of etouffee.
Dad, you can't go to New Orleans next weekend. That's when you and Mother are supposed to renew your vows.
I made it clear to your mother I'm not doing that.
I don't know why people even bother renewing their vows. It's easier to just let them lapse.
Dad, I don't think you did make it clear. I have a fitting at 5 for a morning coat, and Mother's asked me to memorize the words to Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
That's a pretty tune. I'm sorry I won't be there to hear it.
I hope you save some room, Ed, for some genuine Boston cream pie.
Why did we send the plane to Boston?
For pie.
Oh. Nice.
Hi, Marlene. The outfit looks great. How did the job interview go?
I think the woman in human resources was jealous I'm a petite.
You didn't point that out, did you?
How could I not?
Okay. Well, here's Leonardo.
Thanks for taking care of him. Did he, you know?
Whatever you're about to say, he did it on every piece of furniture.
Well, don't clean anything yet. I need you to sit with him again on Thursday.
Thursday?
There's a course at the Learning Annex on how to flirt your way to the perfect job.
Marlene, I can't.
Oh, please. Pretty please.
Marlene, shopping and taking silly courses is not the way to get a job. Maybe you should update your resume and try to be nice to people.
That's it. I need a new resume.
Well, there you go. That's a start. Why don't you go home and get on it?
I can't. My parents are coming and I have to pick them up at the airport. Unless somebody else could pick them up for me so I could have a few hours to focus.
Dharma?
Hi, honey.
I am so looking forward to soft-shell crabs. I've been walking sideways all day.
Huh? Listen.
Got us a booth where we can sit side by side, so underwear, no underwear, it's your call.
How could you not have Tums?
Be nice, they have Rolaids. Rolaids are fine.
Hello?
Honey, I would like you to meet Marlene's parents, Marty and Rose Hoffman. They'll be joining us for dinner.
But not French. The cream sauces don't agree with Marty.
I'm up for anything close. I'm hypoglycemic. I have to eat in the next 20 minutes.
On the plus side, Marlene took the cat. Okay, here we go. This is real ice cream, sugar, cream, butterfat.
The other place you could put on your own toppings.
But you didn't like the other place because it wasn't ice cream, it was frozen yogurt.
Yes, but they had toppings.
I'll have a double scoop of French vanilla.
31 flavors you don't want to sample first? You'll try the coconut triple ripple.
I don't like coconut.
Yes, you do.
You want to bring something home for your husband?
He left the restaurant with an upset stomach.
Oh, he sure did.
Get something for Marlene.
She doesn't need it.
Boy, I just realized you guys must be exhausted, and I'm sure Marlene has a big day planned for you guys, huh?
She says she has a job interview tomorrow.
No kidding, on a Saturday.
Hey, it's San Francisco. Boys kiss boys, people interview on Saturdays. What do we know?
Well, you'll have a great time. You'll do some sightseeing.
We don't know where to go.
We'll be fine. We'll just sit in the hotel.
Well, I suppose I can show you around a little after my yoga class.
Oh, if it's not too much trouble.
Darling, let me ask you something, if you don't mind. This yoga you teach, running around in a leotard all day, this is a job for a woman your age?
Well, I'm not that old.
You're not that young.
Hey, you know what? I think we're ready you go. I'll give you a ride to your hotel.
Oh, don't be silly. You go home to your sick husband. We'll find our way.
Okay, well, at least let me get you a cab.
Well, I can't take a cab. Between the smell and the bad shocks, I get sick.
Okay, well, there's a streetcar that lets you out right in front of your hotel.
Oh, I can't handle the step up with my hip.
I suppose you could walk.
It's cold.
It's so far.
Hey, why don't I give you a ride?
If it's not too much trouble.
This is a train wreck waiting to happen. She's going through with the ceremony. He's not going to be there. She's going to be humiliated. Can you feel the love tonight?
Don't talk to me about parents. I just spent the whole day at Alcatraz with Rosa and Marty Hoffman, and I am telling you, if pushed hard enough, you could swim to the mainland. Don't, please. Hi, it's Greg and Dharma. Leave a message.
Dharma? Dharma, are you there? Pick up, sweetie. Are you there?
She's not there.
I think she's there.
If she was there, she'd answer.
Oh, fine, she's not there.
If she's not there, then hang up the phone.
I hung up the phone.
It's not hung up.
Oh, how do you know it's not hung up?
The light's on.
That's the message light.
Oh, maybe that's her. Get the message.
I don't know how
Good for you. They can take care of themselves, and so can Marlene. You are not responsible for everyone on the planet, and I'm glad that you figured that out.
Hi, it's Greg and Dharma. Leave a message.
I'm telling you, this is the same number I just dialed.
And I'm telling you, you dialed wrong.
Hi, guys. I just got in. Sure, who doesn't love Fisherman's Wharf?
Hi, Greg.
Oh, good.
Dharma said I could use your printer to print out my resume. I hope that's okay.
I guess so.
Listen, thanks for taking care of my cat and for letting Dharma help me. I hope it didn't cause any problems with you guys.
Thank you, Marlene. Are you okay?
Actually, I'm feeling great. I'm getting my life together. I'm relaxed. I tell you, Greg, you don't know what it's like to go 48 hours without dealing with my parents.
Lately, I don't.
I brought soup. Do you want some?
No, thanks.
Everything all right?
It's a stupid thing. My parents are supposed to renew their wedding vows Saturday, and my father is refusing to show up. And did you just ask me if everything's all right?
Yeah?
Do you need money?
No, I'm good. Why isn't your dad going to be there?
I don't know. There's going to be a full bar. Frankly, I don't know why he's putting up such a fight. All he has to do is shave, put on a suit, and get married again.
Did she ask him if he wanted to do it?
No, but she never does.
My mother's exactly the same way. My father hasn't been allowed to order his own entree at a restaurant since Bonanza went off the air.
I don't know why my dad's fighting her so much on this one.
Well, maybe because it's a wedding. You know, somebody's supposed to ask somebody if they want to get married.
Maybe you're right.
That's what's been holding me back. Oh, by the way, your virus software was out of date, so I downloaded an upgrade for you.
Thank you. That chicken noodle?
I made it myself.
I'll get a bowl.
No. Use the top. It's more fun. You want me to taste it first?
Is the tea supposed to be this bitter?
It's herbal tea.
Do you have maybe Lipton?
Just been taking them off my hands for a couple of hours.
Dharma, how can I put this without being judgmental? Locusts are nature's children, and they have an important job in the ecosystem, but I don't want them in my house.
Family.
Oh, how do you figure that?
They are the parents of your son-in-law's ex. I mean, I'm begging you, please.
Do you have maybe Lipton?
I just asked her.
And from the bathroom, I'm supposed to psychically know.
I'll be right there. $50. It's my last one.
Dharma, This is not your responsibility.
Abby, aren't you the one who always says that we should care for the people whose lives connect with ours?
I'm not saying that you shouldn't care about Marlene. I am saying that you don't have to schlep her parents all over town.
We should get going, dear. The dust from all that macrame is starting to make me a little...
Dad.
Oh, son, you want to shoot a game?
Not right this second. We're kind of having a wedding downstairs.
You don't say.
Listen, Dad, Mother has something that she would like to say to you. Mother?
Edward.
Catherine?
Oh, for heaven's sakes. It has come to my attention that I may have neglected to ask you if you wanted to renew your vows. Well, would you?
Well, that certainly makes a fellow feel special.
Quickly, Edward. The ice sculpture's melting.
Mother?
Could you give us a moment, Gregory? Edward, maybe I didn't go about this the right way, and maybe it began for the wrong reasons, but I assumed that you would want to go through the ceremony as much as I would. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Edward Montgomery, would you like to spend the rest of your life with me?
I would be honored.
Shall we? As to your vows, I took the liberty of jotting down a few thoughts. No. You can paraphrase if you like, but I would stick to the text because it flows very nicely.
Dharma! Mom, Dad, how was your day?
Take them.
I hope you have something in your refrigerator besides diet soda. We're starving.
What kind of people don't eat meat?
They're not tired. They don't want to go to bed. They want to go back to Fisherman's Wharf to find the real place that invented Irish coffee, because apparently the place I took them, which is actually the place that invented Irish coffee, isn't the place that some guy named Phil told them invented Irish coffee. My advice to you, save you a lot of time and trouble and just take them to Ireland. I'm sorry, Marlene. I wish you all the luck in the world. I really hope you find a job, but you're going to have to do it yourself. I cannot help you anymore.
I got a job.
Oh, really? Well, that's great.
Yeah, Greg hired me.
Greg hired you? He could have done it a week ago when I asked him to in the clothing store.
Dharma, you're going to need to learn to relax.
Did I hear this? You're going back to work for that man?
We'll talk about it in a minute, Ma.
I'm just saying he made you miserable. Ah, well, it's your life.
That's not a minute. You know what a minute is? One, you make me crazy. Two, you make me crazy. Three, you make me crazy.
Like the roots of two beautiful trees, our hearts and souls will intertwine for the rest of our lives.
Mere words cannot express my feelings. Hit it, Dennis. How lucky can one guy be? I kissed her and she kissed me. Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Her room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back.
At our age, it's not like we're ever going to see Marlene walk down the aisle.
Can it, Ma?
Spinning, I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be beautiful, like sunshine enough to spread. It's like the fella said, tell me quick, ain't love a kick? in the head.
What are they doing here?
Dharma, can I talk to you?
Yeah, Greg, we can talk because this is officially the Montgomery Finkelstein Weekend of Healing.
Dharma, can I talk to you right now?
Love each other, kill each other, tie each other up, and paint each other blue. I don't care. You are on your own. Greg and I are leaving.
Okay, Dharma, just hit the gas gently and let's see if we can get it rocking.
Okay.
Okay, stop.
Are you pushing?
Not at the moment.
You know what? You need a break. Why don't you do this and I'll push?
No.
Why not?
Because if you actually manage to push us out, I could never have sex with you again.
You know, the road's not that far away. When all this melts in a couple weeks, we'll be able to drive right on up.
There's a plan.
Guess this is a good time for me to apologize for trying to get our parents together and driving us off the road. And whatever else you got, bring it on.
Honey, don't worry about it. It's all okay. Guess I should give them a call and let them know where we are.
Are you crazy? They might come.
Right. I'll call AAA.
Tell them we're stuck on the corner of snow and tree.
There's no sign of them.
I don't know why you keep checking. They're not coming back.
Maybe they were afraid they might accidentally break something and get yelled at.
Are you saying it is my fault that they left?
No, Kitty, he's not saying that. Because our family doesn't indulge in the blame game.
Like you do.
Explain to me how you can take the moral high ground when your idea of
Nobody tells me what moral ground I can be high on. Oh, knock it off. The children are right. We're a bunch of babies. I'm surprised they didn't hightail it out of here years ago.
Are you saying that we've acted unreasonably?
We have. And they have.
Well, certainly not on a par.
I don't think there's a clear winner, but hang on to your ticket, Kitty. Now, the children love each other, and it looks like we're going to know each other for the rest of our lives, so let's just figure out how to get along. We've been carrying stuff around for years. Let's get it out in the open.
Ooh.
All right, I'll go first. Finkelstein, what the hell is the deal with that ponytail?
I had to go to the top of the hill to get a signal, but AAA says they'll be here within a couple of hours.
I found Larry's survival kit.
8-track tapes. Space food sticks. I think I can carbon date the jerky for you.
I'm really sorry about how my parents behaved. I think their belief that no one can really own property makes them bad house guests.
Well, my parents aren't exactly the best hosts. You know, they're difficult people to warm up to. I know I never have.
Every moment of my life was turned into some kind of protest. The theme for my 6th birthday party was U.S. out of Central America. Got the worst gifts.
For my 6th birthday, my parents called me from Tahiti to wish me a happy 5th birthday. When I pointed this out, my dad tried to convince me it had something to do with the international date line.
With ice cream, did you get the sugar cone or the seaweed cone?
Well, your parents are definitely out there, but, you know, they were involved. They were around. If I had to choose, I'd go with what you had.
You would?
Yeah, I mean, I might skip the foreign policy birthday parties and the homeschooling and the hemp pants, but,
Hey, hang on. What's wrong with homeschooling?
Well, you turned out fine, but, you know, we're going to have a family someday, and we're going to have to figure out what's best for our kids.
What exactly is best for our kids?
All I'm saying is that there are good schools, and I'm sure we can find something that you'd be comfortable with.
And what if we can't?
Well, I'm sure we can send them to one.
Away? You mean like to boarding school?
I went to boarding school. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Excuse me, aren't you the person who once said boarding school is the worst thing in the world?
My point here is that we should keep our options open.
Except for my option.
Boy, I can't believe you got us stuck in the snow.
I wish the kids were in here with us.
Oh, to hell with them. They're party poopers.
I know. They have been a little high-strung lately. One wonders what to do.
One wonders. One wonders. I love the way you talk, kitten. Uh-oh, Finito.
Oh, no, I'll get some more. Where is it?
It's in the room where the wine is. Larry, let me ask you a question. All that free love stuff in the 60s, did it really go on, or was it all a lot of media hype?
It was a pretty wild time. A lot of parties, a lot of naked bodies. It's a little hard to remember the details.
What happened? What is it?
Murderers.
What a relief. I thought you dropped a bottle of wine.
Marlene, the woman that was here from the SEC,
Yeah.
I was writing a follow-up letter about our meeting, and I was thinking about enclosing a little gift. What size do you think she takes in lingerie?
Pete, she's a federal agent.
So you see a federal agent, and I see a woman reaching out for love and affection. Maybe a black lace teddy.
Excuse me, we're looking for a Peter Kavanaugh?
That would be me.
Department of Justice. Based on information we've received, we're launching an investigation of Montgomery Industries. I suggest you retain an attorney.
Relax, Pete. They may just be reaching out for love and underwear.
You warm enough?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna turn off the engine for a while. There's no way to know how much gas we have left without a gas gauge.
Yeah, Larry took it out because he kept getting it confused with the speedometer.
What are you writing?
Come back here, I'll show you. So we both got so bent out of shape about the homeschool, private school thing, I came up with a better way for us to work this stuff out.
What is it?
It's a hat full of parenting problems. I'll start. Okay, our 5-year-old wants to sleep in our bed because he thinks there are ghosts under his bed. I would let him. I mean, he may be manipulating us, but it could also be a real ghost. What would you do?
I don't want to play this game.
Yes, you do. Okay, here's a good one. He's 14. He says he's going to band practice, but then we're doing the laundry and we find a ticket stub to an R-rated movie.
Why don't I see if I can get the 8-track working?
I say we apologize to him for not creating an environment where he's comfortable enough to tell us the truth.
Dharma, you don't apologize to a child who's lied to you.
Yeah, but what was his other choice? We obviously backed him into a corner. Oh, God, I hope I found that ticket stub accidentally. I hope I wasn't snooping.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, we'll come back to this one. Oh, he just got caught shoplifting.
Our kid's a mess.
Kids shoplift, Greg.
Not if you punish them when they lie and sneak into R-rated movies.
Is that your solution to everything? You
Dharma,
punish him?
come on. Kids need boundaries. This probably all started when you let him sleep in our bed after he saw ghosts.
This is good, huh? Okay. Uh-oh, Greg, you're probably going to want to sit down for this one. Now, before I tell you, let me just point out that you got him the goldfish and you got him the tennis racket.
Oh.
Judas Priest.
How long do you intend to stay out here? You'll catch your death.
And you can stuff us and mount us on the wall with the rest of our animal brethren.
That would be quite the conversation piece.
I told you we should have opened the cheap stuff.
You know, Ab, it is kind of cold.
Larry, I stood beside you for your protest.
All I'm saying is, what if we jump back in the hot tub, warmed up a bit,
And then if you still felt this way, we could come right back out here. What do you think? Hey, Montgomery, how many deer did you kill today? Hey, Montgomery, how many deer did you kill today?
He can pierce his eyebrows? You're going to let him pierce his eyebrows?
They're his eyebrows.
When he's 18, they're his eyebrows. Until then, they're my eyebrows.
You let him get a tattoo.
Because he was over 18 and he was in the Navy.
He was only in the Navy because you sent him to military school.
No, it was boarding school, and if you recall, he didn't go because you wanted him to take a year off to find himself at 14. Pick another one.
Okay, he's 16 years old, he's very much in love, and he wants to borrow the car to drive down to the beach so he and his girlfriend can lose their virginity together.
He told us this?
He told me he's still mad at you for making him take back that tuba.
Well, no to the car, and the rest of it is his business.
Are we going to participate somehow in this amazing, beautiful moment in our child's life?
Dharma, believe me, if we participate, it will not be a beautiful moment.
Not if you bring that attitude to the party.
Look, we have a problem here. You don't believe in rules. You don't believe in discipline. You want this child to wander through his life, sleeping with this and piercing that.
Okay, this couldn't be a surprise to you.
No, but I figured by the time that we had children, you'd come around.
Well, I kind of thought the same about you.
Dharma, I think that the things that I'm saying are very reasonable.
And I think the things that I'm saying are very reasonable.
Well, I can't raise a child like that.
Well, then don't.
What?
I don't think that I can have a child with you.
Dharma. Dharma.
I'm still gone. It's just cold.
AAA says we're still looking at another hour. Big spring storm.
Okay.
I also ran our situation by them, and they said that you shouldn't be so upset, that it was just a silly game. You know, you actually would have run it by them.
Yeah, because I'm the flaky open one who was homeschooled and has no realistic understanding of how the world works.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry for what you believe. It's what you believe.
Look, maybe I was a little unbending in my approach to the game. Let's try another one. Let's try another. Oh, okay, all right, this is a good one. Our son has just finished his 3rd year of law school and announces he intends to join the circus. Clearly, this is his passion. He feels very strongly about juggling or trapeze or what have you. Absolutely, I would encourage him to join the circus, provided that it is a circus that is animal cruelty free.
We'll never let your son join the circus.
I might.
We should have talked about this a long time ago. I don't think we can fix this.
We can fix this. We always fix it. We're out of gas.
Tell me about it.
Abby, if the children come back and you're dead, I'm sure they're going to blame us for it. Come inside.
Are you ready to meet our demand?
Well, we're not going to take the animal heads off the walls and bury them.
But we will give in on the thermos of hot cocoa.
Oh, goody.
Did you add hot cocoa to the demand list?
Yes, because I was outraged.
Abby, please.
I will never let this rest.
We did not even kill those animals.
Well, I did kill the moose.
Well,
how could you, Edward? A proud, proud moose. And you pulled out your gun and shot him.
No. He wandered out onto Route 6, and I came around the curve, and bam. The thing was a complete mess, but the head was good.
All right. I am willing to compromise. Since you are only responsible for the death of the moose,
We will end our protest if you agree to bury the moose.
And bring some of those little marshmallows.
You're never going to get that 8-track working. It hasn't worked in 20 years.
What are you doing?
Shredding. Mine's jammed. Come on, help me.
Can't shred stuff.
Watch CNN. This is what you do in a situation like this.
What did you say to that woman?
I don't know. We took some kickbacks. We did some insider trading.
Why would you say that?
So she'd sleep with me.
I can't believe you're that desperate for sex.
Believe it. Come on, shred.
Mother Earth, we return to you one of your children.
Or at least its head.
Welcome him home. Cradle him in your bosom. Comfort him. Edward, you knew him best. Share something with us,
For the
please.
love of God.
The quicker you say it, the quicker we'll be inside. Just...
This was a moose. He lived in the woods, and he loved it there. He ran around, ate stuff. Then one day he made the acquaintance of a large German sedan. Probably had a lady moose in the woods he cared for. Maybe little ones. Probably had years ahead of him until I came along. Bam! He will be missed.
Amen.
Should be here soon. You want me to turn the music back on?
Well, we should probably save the battery.
Yeah.
What?
I was just thinking about the first time I was alone in a car with a girl.
What about it?
Well, I tried to be smooth, putting the seat back. I broke my little finger.
Ow.
She never knew. I told her there were tears of joy.
Nice.
You know, all the stuff that we put in the hat, those were all problems, you know? We didn't put any of the good stuff in, like he just got his first base hit in Little League and he ran the wrong way.
He waits for Thanksgiving until the whole family's gathered to say his first dirty word loudly and repeatedly.
He just figured out that frozen waffles fit perfectly in the VCR.
He's pretending to be a beagle and he's chasing cars up and down the street.
He just found someone that he loves more than he ever thought possible.
And he's getting married. What do you think we ought to do now?
What do you want to do?
Let's make a baby.
Now? Here?
Triple A.
We're okay, never mind.
All right, we'll drive you into town, and you can get a bus from there.
Oh, thanks. You know, I'm sure the kids are back home by now. They can pick us up when we get there.
It is late. If you want to stay until morning, that would be all right.
You're staying.
Good.
I'll get you something to warm you up. How about some brandy?
Thank you.
Some wine would be nice.
Sure.
See if we have any Gallo.
Edward Montgomery?
Yes?
Department of Justice.
What's this about?
We're here to serve you a subpoena for an investigation regarding insider trading and other SEC violations at Montgomery Industries.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was about the moose.